I want you to cry into your Hello Kitty pillow. I want you to put your headphones on. I want you to listen to some Taylor Swift. And I want you to shake it off, you bland bitch.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and the place to be for Paper Saber University. This is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about SmackDown, January 9th, 2026. Not 25. I keep putting 25. Who has this problem? I keep doing it. But we're in Berlin, Germany at the Uber Arena. Wade and Joe on commentary. We are back to the 3-hour format. I was not a fan of last week's show, but I was looking forward to this one because there was a big match tonight, the 3 stages of hell. And what I love was when they, Joe and Wade announced, like, hey, the last hour of SmackDown is commercial free. I was like, okay, thank God. We're going to treat this like an actual match we want to see here on TV. Give me it. So we start the show off with Randy Orton. He's coming out, you know. I have voices in my head. You know, everyone's singing. He's like, oh, okay. Going out, fist bumps, you know, puts his arms up, doing Randy's thing. And here comes a Trick Willie. Oh, I was just like, damn. Trick's like, I don't give a damn who I interrupt. Sami Zayn, he'll get got. Randy Orton, he'll get got. And, of course, it's a back and forth, you know. Well, it's not even a back and forth. It's more Trick talking. Randy says a couple things. But, of course, it ends in a bit of a fight. Randy takes out Trick. And here comes Miz. He's going to take out Randy. No. RKO. And that's the way we start this show. And as Randy's leaving, everyone's yelling and screaming and whatnot. Rey Fenix comes out because he has a match with Trick Williams next. And I like what Randy said. Go kick his ass. Go kick his ass, man. Do me a favor. Go kick his ass. Rey Fenix is like, hell yeah. So we get into the first match of the night. Rey Fenix versus Trick Williams. And man, this was a good way to start the show. I truly and full-heartedly believe that Trick Williams is going to be a big star. You know, he's got the look, he's got the charisma, he's got the moves, he's Trick Willie, baby. Trick whoop that Trick. So this was a fun match. Trick Williams did get the win, though, over Rey by a little bit of cheating, if you will, pulling of the tights. And yeah, I was like, all right. Hour 1, baby, let's go. Then we have Byron with Julia and Kiana James. You know, they have a match. Julia has a match next against Alexa. Then we go to the ambulance package. And then, you know, from Damian Priest and Mr. Aleister Black, their big match. And we get Byron with Damian. You know, he's like, hey, now I got to get back on the path to being a champion. I got to get back, you know, where I need to be. I already got Aleister Black. He's in the rear view. Then here comes Drew. And Damian's like, I don't give a damn who it is, man. I'm going to go after it. And Drew is here. He's ready for his match. The Scottish psychopath. I was pulling for Drew, too. I'm not going to lie. Because, like, building to the show, I was talking to a few folks about it. I was like, you know, like, Drew has to win this. Like, it's do or die at this point. Because this is, like, his bazillionth attempt, you know, to go after the championship and just lose. You know, he's been losing. So we'll get to the main event, but that's all I felt throughout the show, is Drew has to win. We go to Alexa, then here comes Nia and Lash, kind of getting tired of this, you know, whole ordeal. No Charlotte, because she got a bit of the sniffles. Then we go to Julia versus Alexa. This match was okay. I kind of saw what was coming. Lash, you know, interrupts, helps Julia get the win. Then here comes Nia, and Nia and Lash just beat down Alexa. My favorite part about this was as they're beating down Lash is beating down Alexa. She pulls her to the corner so Nia can do her thing. I like that Nia does it, and then she just sits on her stomach. You hear Alexa go. I was like, oh, you poor thing. But yeah, there will be hell to pay next week in London. That's where SmackDown is in London, and then Raw is in Dusseldorf this Monday. Then Royal Rumble January 31st. WrestleMania's April 18th and 19th. We got a lot of stuff going on. And did they announce Elimination Chamber? Because that's supposed to be after Royal Rumble. So a lot that's going on. A lot. Trying to process. My brain's like, oh. Then we go backstage with Nick. He's with Jordynne Grace. She signed to SmackDown. Welcome, Jordynne Grace. She's already had a little bit of a face-to-face with the champ, but Chelsea interrupts, and Alba's sticking up for Chelsea, and Jordan's like, you know what, if you want to talk that smack, let's go fight. And Nick's like, you know what, that's a great idea. We get Jordynne Grace versus Alba Fire tonight. And Chelsea's like, I want my rematch. And Nick just blows her off. He's like, hey, well, maybe you should go help her get ready for her match. Kit Wilson comes up. His song's blowing up. When I heard it, I was like, this is a catchy tune, man. I just don't like the whole toxic. The song is a hit. I've seen a lot of people play it like, yeah, that slaps. We've all had songs that slap, and the person attached to it kind of just falls flat. Remember when Bobby Roode had that great, glorious, I'm gonna give it. We were all behind Bobby. We were like, woo, baby, man. When I song it, we were like, woo. And where's he at now? Well, he's a producer. So what am I talking shit for? I don't know. I'm just saying. But that Kit Wilson song is catchy. Then we get Byron with Matt Cardona. He's back. And I think it's really nice, too, that he gets to be with Chelsea. You know what I mean? Like, they get to go overseas together. And they're not, they're actually in the company together. And they're both on SmackDown, which, I don't know. I just find it awesome. I'm really happy for Matt and Chelsea. Then Matt goes to Cody. He's right there. And he tells Cody, like, hey, man, I'm not just back to be back. And I don't, this is probably not the right time, but I'm also here to be champion. And Cody's like, all right, after I beat Drew, you're the first one. And I was like, oh, what a tease. What a tease indeed. So, we go right into the MFTs versus the Wyatt Six. Oh my gosh, this match was cool. Battle of these two teams, and it's just a brawl. But my favorite thing is that Solo, bastard, he picks up the lantern, just basically causing Mr. Howdy to be distracted enough so the MFTs can get the win. But then this was an awesome match. And Solo, just to put the cherry on top of all of it, takes the lantern. I was like, you son of a bitch. But I did really enjoy this 8-man tag team match. We get Miz backstage. Well, he gets out. He went and talked to Nick Aldis, and here's Mello. And I like how Mello clowns Miz. And Miz is like, oh, my neck, I can't. Blah, blah. He goes, hey, Randy. And he goes like, oh, he's like, see that? Wait. And he tells him, like, you ever going to answer this open challenge? And Miz is like, oh, my neck hurts. Blah, blah. He goes, you know what? Just keep dodging me, dog. But I'll be here because he has an open challenge tonight. And then here comes Ilya Dragunov. And Ilya Dragunov tells Mello's like, let's run it back. And he's like, as much as I would love that, I need to talk to Nick about something different. So what does that mean? And we get an Oba Femi package. My boy, the ruler. Oh, I can't wait till Oba debuts here. He's going to be on SmackDown. Or is he going to be on Raw? I want him on Raw, to be really honest. But Oba Femi package, loving it. He had a really great match with Leon at New Year's Evil. It was the highlight of the show, and not only just like leaving as champion, leaving the title there, relinquishing it, because he is on to the next phase of Oba Femi. Yeah, I'm so excited, dude. Then we get Alba versus Jordynne Grace. It was okay. Chelsea tried to help, didn't really help, but Jordynne Grace did get the win over Alba. My favorite moment, and it gave me a little bit of goosebumps, was when Jordan's walking, then here comes Jade. She walks out, she's looking at her, walks around her, and she gets the mic and she goes, yeah, you think you accomplished something? You think you did something? Huh? well, you got to understand that this is my show, and I'm that bitch. I was like, oh, Jordan Grace versus Jade Cargill for that championship? I got very excited. I was like, that's going to be awesome. Well, hopefully, awesome. Byron's with Sammy. Sammy says he thinks Drew might win, but he has to root for Cody because Cody's his friend. But it doesn't matter who. I feel like this is the year of Sammy. Give me the year of Sammy, just like how Drew needs this tonight. So that's all my feelings now are. It's like, you know, and I don't feel like it would hurt Cody. But we'll get to that. Don't worry. Nathan and Axiom, question mark. Psych, it's Johnny Gargano. Oh, my gosh. Attacks Nathan. Then the real Axiom comes over. He's like, what happened? He's like, what? Johnny ran away with Candice LeRae. Then we go into the United States Championship Open Challenge here. Mr. Mello versus... I gotta do it. Shinsuke! I miss Boogs. Oh no, this was an awesome match. United States Championship match, man. I really did enjoy this. I do enjoy these open challenges and stuff. And I like that we get a little bit like they really don't tell you who, you know. It's like just keep surprising me. So I'm excited if like Matt Cardona answers the United States Championship, you know, the open challenge. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Shinsuke gave it his all, but Mello did not miss. Another jersey in the rafters, but he does show respect to Shinsuke, which I love. Nothing but love to Shinsuke. He takes beautiful pictures, by the way. I've been like, I see his pictures, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And Konosuke Takeshita, he takes pictures too. They like pictures. I love taking pictures, but man, they love their pictures. They're artsy about it too, you know? Like, there's one picture I think I saw with Shinsuke where he was like, you know, with the, what do you call those things they put around your neck? Scarves, yeah. And he's like, hair's like, you know, kind of in his face, and he's kind of just looking off, and you know, I'm just like, oh my gosh, why can't I take pictures like that? I look like a dork when I take a picture of myself. What are we talking about pictures? Mello did get the win, and then we go on to Byron. He's with Cody and tells Cody, like, are you ready? He's like, man, being a champ, the pressure is always on. It's like, if you're ready or not, the pressure is always there, but I'm going to beat Drew tonight. He burned a picture of me and my dad. He's got my dad's watch. He's all this and that. You know, it's time to put it into this tonight. Then we get Nick Aldis. He's telling us the rules of the 3 stages of hell. Stage 1's a wrestling match. Stage 2 is Falls Count Anywhere. Stage 3 is a steel cage, brother. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the last one was Ryback and Mr. I hope you know who that is. Now, my match of the night, I knew Cody and Drew would not disappoint. I will say, from Drew winning the first fall, Cody winning the second, I thought this was an awesome paced match. Then, because I was just like, I want them to be in the cage longer. You know, let's get the wrestling out of the way. Let's get the Falls Counting. Let's get some crazy spots and stuff like that. And let it be about the cage, because I love me a good steel cage match. You know what those Rhodes boys do? They put on a damn good cage match like their dad. Mr. Dusty Blues, baby. Man. But, yeah, Drew he kicked Cody in the balls when the ref wasn't looking, and then when Claymore, then 1, 2, 3. Then we move on. And I like this, like, that is stage 1. Now, stage 2, Falls Count Anywhere. And they fight off into the crowd. There's a crazy Cody spot where he puts Drew on the table, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes, man. He's like, wee. I was just like, bam. And I'm like, damn. Holy shit. I thought that was the finish, but no. It got away to the announcer's desk. And Cody got him. 1, 2, 3. Cody wins the second stage. And they're like, Cody, whoa, just won the second stage. Now, stage 3, a steel cage match. And here comes the steel cage, and these two fight. And it's a brawl for all. Who's going to win? There was moments where I was like, holy shit, Cody did a cutter off the top of the cage. I was like, holy shit. I mean, this match was freaking awesome. I mean, mwah! And I'm not going to lie, I loved the finish. I thought this was clever. As these two hit their balls, they're both down. Oh my God, Drew's walking. He's crawling to the door. Is Drew going to make it out? Who's this masked figure? I'll tell you who. It's Jacob Fatu. Oh my gosh. I was like, all right, we're going to screw Drew over again, aren't we? We're going to screw him over again. And as we are, as Jacob's beating him, Cody grabs Jacob, and Jacob, just a rabid animal, starts attacking Cody. He starts beating the shit out of Cody. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. I see the vision. All right. And as all of this is going around, we're Wade and Joe are calling the commentary. I'm like, oh my God, Jacob, wait a minute. Look at the door. And Drew, that bastard, he slides right on out. And we have a new world champion, the undisputed champion, Drew McIntyre. And I'll tell you this, that crowd wanted that. That crowd was not really feeling Cody. If you hear the punches, the boos, and when Drew hit, you got the yeah, and then when Cody hit, it was like yeah and no. Like, it was a mix of the two. So everybody wanted Drew. I was reading online that Drew was the favorite to win this match. I thought this finish was great. I really enjoyed this match, especially when they went backstage, Cody and Drew, during the Falls Count Anywhere part of it. And he throws Drew right into one of those lift doors to the garage or whatever. And that thing had no give. Usually when they throw him, it makes a little, it moves and whatnot. But Drew went right on it and went bam. I was like, oh shit, that had no move. And then for some reason, I don't know why, but I thought this was funny, is Cody grabs a banana. He tries to shove it in Drew's, he hits him with it, tries to shove it in Drew's mouth, like a banana. I'm allergic to bananas, so I got scared. Because I'm deathly allergic to bananas. And I saw that, I was like, oh no! Not the banana! Put the banana down! But Drew McIntyre is the new champion. Jacob Fatu is back. I love when Jacob's like watching. He's like, oh shit, what did I just do? And it is like, what did you just do? And Cody takes out Jacob, and Cody's looking at Drew, and Drew's backing up. He's holding on to that title. He's already taking pictures with him in bed, with him now in Glasgow. Drew McIntyre is the biggest troll on the internet, and now that he has this championship, he's even more of a troll. The one thing that I was kind of confused about, I don't know if this is just because of storytelling and adding to the drama, but Triple H did not take his picture with Drew. Or maybe if he did, he has not posted it yet. Unless he has, you can put it in the comments below, because I went and looked. Usually Triple H, anytime, heel, babyface or not, he will have that picture with his little finger pointing towards them. And I'm like, how come Drew doesn't have his picture? Like, Triple H? Where's his picture? Where's this, The little, let's make the internet blow up, brother. Pointing at Drew. An arm around him. Nothing. I don't know if this is done on purpose. Probably is. The picture's already probably taken. But, and I would love if the picture was Triple H with the stone cold face, not holding Drew, and then not pointing at him. And Drew's like, yeah. And he's like, our picture, buddy. Or Drew makes him take a picture. And Triple H is just not happy. You know what I mean? Like, but that was the 3 stages of hell. I am so happy I got to watch it. It was an awesome match. Next week, we're in London. We got some qualifying matches coming up to see who's going to face Drew next week in London. And then Raw's in Dusseldorf this Monday. Special start time for me, at least, at 11 a.m. in the morning. And then Royal Rumble January 31st. And WrestleMania right around the corner in April 18th and 19th. Got a long road to go still, even though that's, 4 months away? Yeah. And this is SmackDown, January 9th, 2026, not 5. in Berlin, Germany. Wade and Joe on commentary at the Uber Arena. And, match of the night, the 3 stages of hell did not disappoint. Cody versus Drew. Moment of the night, I got 2. I got 2 for you, okay? I got Jordan and Jade. Awesome. I'm that bitch. Second is how Drew won, and that crowd is exploding for him. I saw some other video of him, like, standing at the, entranceway holding that title, and that crowd's Drew, and they're screaming and yelling. I'm like, that's great. Mwah! To Drew McIntyre. The drama unfolds, and I was just like, finally something different, something new. God, it's just like, it's great. It's great. Was it SmackDown, all of it really good and great? It was okay. Like, I did have fun with this match. I enjoyed this SmackDown a lot more than the first SmackDown of the new year. This SmackDown, I give a solid 3.5 out of 5. A lot of that goes to the main event. So, a lot of that does go to the main event. It's just that 3 hour. 3 hours, man, is a lot. So, but that's it. That's all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.